Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ICM. It is made in 135 scale, and I would say it's a combo release, and even the kit number hints on this. It's DS3531, that's because we get the Humvee and we also get the figurines in the pack, so it might be quite an interesting combo to replicate in this popular size. And of course, what I have here on the table, that's the final shape of this release. So it should be already available in Modelimex, and what you will see in this video review, nothing will change, and you will get exactly the same set of parts. So first of all, you can notice that the box size is relatively the same as the previous Hammer release. So here you can see a comparison with my hand. We have quite nice box art here. On the side you will find also some information about the kit. And here we have 171 parts for the Humvee, and we have also 130 parts for assembly of 4 figurines and 20 parts for the machine gun, which will be placed on the top. I think it was not released as a machine gun combo, so this is something new. Here you can see how it will be looking once you get everything in place. And of course the box is sealed with the plastic tape, so I just need to cut through and we will check everything together. In the meantime, I can also remind you that you can check the previous versions on the same YouTube channel which you are watching right now. And if you are not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. You will help me, and also you will not miss the new videos. So this is, I would say, win-win. And okay, so I opened the seals. The box size and the box format is pretty much standard for ICM. As you can see, we have this flexible top section, but inside we have quite sturdy white cardboard box, so do not worry, everything should be protected. And as you can see here, we didn't have any damage, everything looks alright. And all of those sprues, well, for the vehicle we have them packed into the separate plastic bag here, so just give me a second to open it. It's a resealable plastic bag, so it should be quite quick. And then I guess another plastic bag is for the figurines. So first of all, we have these 2 sprues. I will show you only one because they carry the same set of parts, and I guess we can zoom in closer so that you can see what we will be talking about here. So these parts are the wheel rims and also the interior seats. You can also see here we have some suspension subframes and also some external minor elements. And even the screen wiper can be found here. So all of this stuff looks quite alright. I like the surface details here, so it's something what probably will not be visible on the finished model, but it's still quite nice to have it included in the kit. Next we have... these are special covers for the closed version of this vehicle. So as you can see, we have the separate doors, we also have the canvas roof and the rear section, and also here we have the raised sides for the rear bed, but I wonder if they will be used in today's build, because as far as I remember, they were not needed for the machine gun version, so probably you'll get some spare parts for your future builds. Next, we continue with this plastic sprue, and for this one I will have to zoom out a bit. So as you can see here, we have the front windscreen, if we can call it this way. And why I'm a bit slow, because I'm looking here at this mirror supports. It looks interesting, but be careful, try not to break them. Also here we have the main chassis. As you can see, it's molded as a single piece part, which is also good. And here from the opposite side you can see that we have some guiding elements which will help you with the proper alignment. Next we have the clear parts. They are packed into 2 separate plastic bags. So here you can see the first sprue, and I guess these are the glasses or the transparencies for the front cap. And we have more in another plastic bag, so just give me a second. These ones probably will be for the windscreen and also for the lenses on the headlamps. As you can see, the molding quality is really good, but I think the masking templates here were not included. Of course, we will check it in the assembly manual, because that's where they are actually placed in such kits. Then we also have the vinyl tires. In my opinion, this is the main candidate in order to be upgraded, because you can get really decent 3D or resin sets which will actually improve this thing on your model, and I think in 135 scale it will be noticeable. Next, we continue here with another large plastic sprue, so I will zoom out. And here, as you can see, we have the instrument panel. We also have the floor panel. This is the bonnet, obviously. And here we have also some parts. For example, this is the side panel without the doors, as you can notice. And here on the opposite side, you can see that we have also some features on inner places. I'm just checking how these sides will be installed because we have quite generous guiding elements. So they should help you with the proper alignment. Next, we continue with the sprue C. That's the final one for the Humvee. And as you can see here, we get few more subframes. We get the front mask molded separately. We also have some subframes for the tarp on the rear section. And overall, molding quality looks great. And I think with some careful assembly, you can get a quite nice result in 1/35 scale. But what I will do right now is open another plastic bag, because here we have machine gun and also the figurines. So it will be interesting to check them as well. So let's move this sprue aside. And what do we have here? So first of all, we have plenty of various armament. And this is really cool because it gives you the choice between various types of the weapons. And you don't have to use all of them, obviously. Some of them might be a good addition for your spare parts box. Next, we start with the first figurine, and I would say that the overall design is pretty much standard for 1/35 scale figurines from ICM, and it's a good thing in my opinion. We have the poses predefined, of course, and there are no guiding elements, as you can notice, so be careful while joining all of this stuff together. Next, we have the machine gun. So as you remember, this one will require the special stand in order to be placed on the rear section, and that's the parts which you will have to combine together. Note that the machine gun itself is molded as a single piece part, and if I flip over this plastic sprue here, you can see that, for example, this stand has the guiding elements. So again, it's a thought through design, and I think it should be easy to work with, let's put it this way. Next, here we have two figurines. And again, as you can see, the surface features are really good here. I like the sculpting quality, but spend some time with these guys in order to get a bit more realistic appearance to avoid the toy soldier look. I think it will be quite important in this scale, so definitely worth investing your time. And what is interesting here is that we also get this. And I wonder if it can be used at all, or you're limited only with the machine gun. So for this, I guess we will have to check the assembly manual. But before we check assembly manual, inside we have also the decals sheet. So here you can see it. And the printed quality looks great. A lot of decals are actually for the interior, which is quite surprising for such release, but I think it will be handy for the more realistic and convincing appearance. So definitely a welcome thing. And as for the assembly manual, here it is. Let's close the lenses a bit and zoom out. So now you should be able to see what we have here. So we have short history note here on the first page. And of course the paint numbers are given in ICM designations. And on the first page here, you can see the parts map. Surprisingly, almost everything will be used, except of this one part, as you can notice here. But on the next sprues, as you can see, this last frame which we saw, basically only few elements will be or can be used. Then we continue with assembly of the Humvee. So as you can see, everything starts with the main chassis. Then we continue with the really simple engine here being inserted. And then we have the suspension subframes. Also, the shock absorbers getting in place. Here we assemble the wheels. Then we continue with the front cap. And here you can see also some features being installed into the rear section. So as you can see, the floor panel is pretty much open. You will be assembling the cab itself a bit later, because here, for example, you are assembling the rear wall for the rear bed. And then we continue with the bonnet. Here we also have bonnet installation and also side panels installation as well. And actually we will be using these risers, which we remember from the first sprue. And we will have these tarp covers on the front cab. I'm just checking what is the difference here. I guess with these types of the risers probably, because you can assemble with them or without them. And here we also have the installation of the machine gun, as you can see here. Next we have the marking guide for the first marking option, which is pretty much the same as on the box art. And here we have also the marking guide and assembly manual for the figurines. What is surprising is that we get only one marking option for the Humvee. So I guess you can research some photos on the internet and maybe you'll find some alternative marking, but here you get only one. And of course I'll be happy to hear your opinion. So what do you think about such combo release? Write it here in the comment section below. And of course you can get this kit in Modelimix together with other novelties from ICM. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today and bye.